1,400 years ago, our Prophet, peace be upon him, fasted twice a week. Today, millions do the same thing and call it intermittent fasting. So are they really the same practice, just with different names? Or is there more going on beneath the surface? Assalamu alaikum. Welcome to Tib-e-Nabvi and Modern Medicine. I'm Dr. Sumaira. As a physician who studies both prophetic guidance and clinical research, I get asked this question constantly. Is intermittent fasting just Sunnah fasting with a marketing makeover? We will settle that here, with evidence, not assumptions. This is episode 1 of a 15-part series where we'll unpack fasting, spiritually and scientifically. Let's start with the basics. Sunnah fasting refers to the voluntary fasts practiced and recommended by the Prophet, peace be upon him, besides the obligatory month of Ramadan. This includes fasting every Monday and Thursday, the 3 white days of each lunar month, and fasts like Ashura and Arafah. The timing is fixed by nature itself from dawn until sunset. No food, no drink, rooted entirely in intention and worship.
And pivotal part, it begins with niyyah, intention for the sake of Allah, the spiritual anchor unique to Sunnah fasting.
Now let's look at intermittent fasting, a modern nutritional strategy that cycles between periods of eating and voluntary fasting. It comes in many formats: 16-8, where you eat within an 8-hour window, the 5-2 method, alternate day fasting, or 1 meal a day. Its primary goal is metabolic, including weight management, insulin sensitivity, cellular repair, chosen and timed flexibly by the individual.
So we have 2 systems, one rooted in worship, one rooted in metabolic science. Now, where exactly do they meet? Basically, both restrict eating for extended hours, both trigger fasting state metabolism, and both can improve insulin and inflammation markers. Monday and Thursday Sunnah fasts, for instance, often mirror a 12 to 15-hour fasting window, remarkably close to popular intermittent fasting's protocols.
But here's the key difference. The purpose behind each practice is fundamentally different, and that changes everything. Sunnah fasting is an act of worship, self-restraint for Allah's sake. Intermittent fasting is typically a health or lifestyle optimization tool. One more distinction: most intermittent fasting protocols allow water and even black coffee during the fast. Sunnah fasting abstains from water entirely. Since Sunnah fasting windows resemble many of these studied protocols, it's reasonable that similar physiological processes may be activated.
Modern studies on time-restricted eating show benefits like improved insulin sensitivity, cellular repair through autophagy, and reduced inflammation.
Since Sunnah fasting windows resemble many of these studied protocols, it's reasonable that similar physiological processes may be activated.
But we must be careful, especially with underlying medical conditions, as correlation is not a proof of identical outcomes.
And spiritually, reducing an act of ibadah to a mere biohack misses its deeper essence of patience, gratitude, and closeness to Allah. My view, these aren't competitors. They're 2 lenses, one spiritual, one scientific, looking at the same remarkable human capacity.
When we understand both, we don't just fast out of habit, we fast with intention and with insight into what's happening in our bodies. Let's clear up a common myth. No, Sunnah fasting and intermittent fasting are not identical practices, even when their hours overlap. And no, intermittent fasting isn't a purely modern invention either. Humans across cultures and centuries have restricted eating for various reasons.
What matters is respecting each tradition on its own terms, the spiritual depth of Sunnah fasting, and the clinical rigor of intermittent fasting research.
This was just the foundation. Over the next 14 episodes, we'll go much deeper into each fact and each finding. We'll explore Ashura, the white days, autophagy, gut health, mental clarity, and what science says about fasting and longevity.
Every episode will stay practical, evidence-based, and grounded in authentic Islamic guidance, no fads, no unverified claims. If you want to understand fasting the way our bodies and our faith both intended, subscribe and turn on notifications. And tell me in the comments which topic from this series are you most curious about. I read every single comment. Until next time, keep following Sunnah, eat wisely, and stay healthy. Take care of the body Allah entrusted you with. I'll see you in episode 2. Fi aman Allah.